How you doing, Bryce? Y'all want you, New York, you was from New York. In your speech, you said, you're an African American. Some would say you're undersized, skinny, not the prototypical quarterback. We said it wasn't about proving them wrong, it was about proving to yourself how great you could become. So after winning the Heisman Trophy, you're only a sophomore, how great can Bryce Young become?
That's kind of up for me and my future to decide. For me, it's about, really working day in and day out to push yourself. I'm not really somebody who looks into the future and sets these specific landmarks. I believe in God and trust His process. I believe if I work as hard as I can and do all things and follow His path, He'll take me on the route that He wants to take me. So, I don't believe that's a question for me to answer. I just trust God and His plan, and I want to do all I can to fulfill that.
Bryce, we've talked about being calm and cool during this process, but when your name got announced, what was going through your mind?
Yeah, it's crazy. You dream of moments like that, and it's surreal for something like that to happen. It was a whirlwind of emotions for sure, hearing your name, and then putting yourself to the speech. So it was surreal, and it was truly an honor and a blessing.
Rob?
Hey Bryce, you mentioned just how you felt. I'm just wondering if you can compare it to, you're always so calm. Were you more nervous before they announced your name, or were you more nervous before Auburn 97 yards away from the end zone?
That's a good question. In some ways, I guess you could say more nervous today, just because it's something that's out of your control. You can't do anything about it. There's also kind of clarity and calmness that comes in that, but since I knew it wasn't something I could actively do about it or something I could actively receive, it's out of your control. So, try to disconnect yourself from stuff like that. But when it's something as big as this, it would be like that.
Front left, far left, second row.
Hey Bryce, Alex Keeler from Heisman Sports Talk. How cool is it to share this, trophy with Devontae Smith, your receiver last year?
Yeah, it's amazing. Smitty definitely taught me a lot last year, seeing how he operated and see how he worked. When this award last year, he was very inspiring. And now for me, being able to win it this year, that's something I would take for granted all. Also hearing another message he gave at the end of the ceremony, that was surreal.
All right, Bryce. As important as a game plan might be during any given game, how important to you and to the coach maybe are kind of big plays, spontaneous plays? Maybe when you're off the mat, maybe.
You try to make it big. As many those big plays as possible. For us, it's just about being successful, being positive, and whatever you can learn from. You take it away from that, positives you can build from. That's kind of a big thing for us, and just trying to, for us as a team, individual, just trying to improve every day.
Folks, once again, I'm going to ask you to please state your name and media affiliation for our transcript. Thank you. Far right.
Matt Napolitano, Fox News Radio. Congrats, Bryce. I know your moment in this Heisman Brotherhood is, albeit brief right now, but what's it like having been on that stage alongside fellow winners of the past?
Yeah, it's a huge blessing to see people on the stage, to be surrounded by all those great athletes of the past, and for them to welcome me to the Heisman fraternity. That means a lot. Obviously, it's an extremely prestigious award with so many great winners of the past, and for good for them to be here and to be able to shake their hand.
Front center.
Thank you, Bryce. Daniel Ball from Brotherhood in New York. You spoke earlier about your relationship with CJ Stroud. He was the first person you embraced when you won this award. What does sharing that moment with him mean to you?
Yeah, this whole weekend was a huge for both of us. That's someone I really on and off the field. Someone I've known for a while, and we always root for each other.
Russell, WFUB. Bryce, being the first Alabama quarterback to win this award, and Mac Jones obviously being a candidate for the award last season, was there anything that you learned from him that you think helped you throughout the season and to win this award specifically?
Yeah, whenever there's someone, that being a player, done things that they, that they've done, whenever there's guys that have that type of knowledge and wisdom and experience, you can always learn from people like that. So for me, wherever I can get to grow as an individual, as a player, whatever it may be, I always have respect for the people of the past, so, there's always opportunities for me to grow and grow and things like that.
Front center.
AP Stedham, WHEB, AM/FM, Foley, Alabama. Bryce, you had about an hour to digest the moment. Is there anyone else you would like to thank or any thoughts you'd like to express?
Yeah, there's a tremendous amount of people that go into an event like this. Something like this is such a blessing. And, as it's presented to one individual, it takes, a countless amount of people in order to accomplish something like this. I'm extremely grateful for all the people that made the trip out with me. All the people at Alabama that facilitated this and made this possible, for the fans that have supported me and the entire team. For everyone who's been involved. So this is a huge, huge accomplishment for myself. And again, as it goes down as an individual work, but there's a reflection of people around me that have made something this possible.
Front center, third.
Yeah, I want to again, WRHU of New York, kind of a rebound off my last question. What advice do you have for that little kid who is also down there right now, the same way you were and wants to be in your shoes?
Yeah, I think it's important to really focus on yourself and what you can control. If you feed off of others, negativity, you have to understand whether you're doing well, you're doing not so well, whatever stage of life you're in, those are the people who don't believe in you, who doubt, who aren't sending positivity, whatever it may be. And when you start to invest so much of your energy into something you can't control, it gets hectic. It's hard to be stable. It's hard to fully maximize your potential. The most important thing you have to do is believe in yourself. Find yourself, understand what motivates you, what you want to do, what you accomplish. And there's no problem with maybe struggling or taking time to find that. But once you find that, you have to invest everything in yourself, believe in yourself, and it's important to not let others, whatever it may be, whether it's whatever doubts or whatever that others may have. You have to do what you feel like is best and believe in yourself. And at the end of the day, that's what you're going to have. So you can always accomplish anything through God's grace and hard work.
Front row.
Yes, Robert Cobb from the Inscriber Digital Magazine out of Cleveland. Bryce, just want to ask you this real quick. Alabama has a rich tradition, a rich history going back over 100 years. And you became the first quarterback from Alabama to win the Heisman Trophy. And this is essentially what produced Joe Namath. Describe what's it like and what do you take from being the first quarterback in Alabama history to win college football's most prestigious award?
It's a tremendous honor. Like you said, there's such a rich quarterback history here. And there's been so many greats that came before me. And, it's really crazy to think that no one else has actually won the award of the position. But, for myself to not win the award, it's a huge honor. It was big for me understanding the quarterback tradition and the standard that it was to play quarterback at the University of Alabama. It was important for me to live up to that, to try to meet that standard. And I still feel like I have a long way to go. There's a lot for me to improve on and get better at. So the journey is definitely not complete, but for this to be a big milestone and for me to do all I can to help kind of push forward that standard and hold that precedent, it means a lot to me.
Last two questions. Front.
Bryce, this is a big one, the trophy, but I know there's another trophy you got your mind on. Is it back to work now?
Yeah, 100%. This is a huge honor, a huge blessing. This is something that's to accomplish, and I'll remember the rest of my life. But at the end of the day, this wasn't the goal, and the goal is not completed yet. For us, it's just giving our all for we have really a work to see. We have to do everything we can do We have to work harder than we have before. It's going to take everything for us, to be successful in this next game, and that's what we need to do. So, this is a huge blessing. This is something I'm going to be grateful for forever. But this is an end goal, and there's a lot more for me individually to work on, and for us as a team to accomplish.
Last question. Ralph?
Hey, Bryce, Ralph Russo, AP. This is a funny question. I want to make sure I get, is your chain gold or is your chain, it's hard to tell from me. I want to make sure I describe it. Beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. There's some diamonds on here that go with like a gold plated in the back, but there's diamonds on here.
All right, any questions? Virtual?